After watching this video, you will know how to charge more than anybody else. On top of that, you will know the secret to attracting the highest quality clients in your marketplace. On top of that, I'm going to teach you the one biggest secret of all, how to never worry about leads again. Every business owner is guilty of tossing and turning in their bed at night, worrying where future business is going to come from. Let's get stuck in. First things first, you are either in two positions in business. One, you're a commodity, you're the same price as everyone else. You sound the same, look the same, and essentially are the same as everyone else. And the only way that you differentiate yourself is by discounting. Or you are a MOAT. A MOAT is somebody that is untouchable. You're a premium luxury service that everybody aspires to work with. That's what we're going to focus on in this video. So let's get to work. First things first. The number one thing that you need to have in order to build a MOAT is a specialization, a specialized offer for a specialized market. How do you find that? First of all, you start broad. Every time you go into business, you start working with everyone and anyone, and you quickly realize that not all these clients are the same. Now, here's the secret. If you go to your payment gateway, Stripe, your bank, or your accountant, and you ask, who has paid me the most since I started business? You will get a list of people. People that have paid you the most are often the best clients. Why? They pay on time, they stay, they refer, and they actually implement and utilize your services. If you look at the clients that pay you the least, these are the clients that, one, churn the quickest, two, are the biggest nightmare, and three, cost you a lot of money because they cost a lot of money to fulfill and serve. You want to stay away from those individuals, and you want to market towards the individuals that pay you the most, because they all share a range of different needs that you can market to. Whenever you build a specialized service, you are gearing yourself for a specific person at a specific time in their life with a specific problem, rather than trying to aim at everyone. So, for example, let's say that you're a health and fitness coach and you want to focus in on people that want to lose weight. The beginner mindset or the individual that's a commodity will focus on helping people lose weight. The premium option, the MOAT, will focus on men that are over 40 that struggle with energy and vitality, that want to get in the best shape of their life and kick into gear the very energy that they had in their 20s. It's clear, it's descriptive, it's very angled at a specific type of person. That may feel like you're going narrower, but the reality is you're actually going broader. Here's the truth why. Whenever you go broad, you are competing with the masses. Everybody goes broad because they feel that's where the most opportunity is. On the other hand, very few people actually have the courage to go all in on a particular market. But when I go all in a particular market, I can really get specific with the pain points, and I can position myself as an exclusive, specialized service. The second big driver is building unique IPs and frameworks. That means having very clear names for the processes and aspects of your business that are customer facing. So whether you're onboarding a client, whether you're triaging a client, doing an audit for a client, or running a client through a particular set of services, you want to look at naming your stuff so that nobody else can compete with it. And while it may be core fundamentals and basics, it's packaged in a way where it increases the perceived value. So let's take Coca-Cola, for example. Coca-Cola is just simply dye, sugar, and sparkling water, but it's packaged in red labeling. It's got a brand and it's got a name on it, just like the internal aspects of your service or your business or your product. Whenever you go to interact with a client and sell them your core offer, i.e. your bread and butter, how is that named? What is the audit process, the onboarding process, like a financial deep dive? The uniqueness is what sets you apart. And that leads me to the third key driver, point of difference. If I take you and three of your main competitors inside your industry and line you up together, am I going to be able to tell the difference? Most likely, no. You might be able to tell me inside your mind that we deliver a better service, we care more, but is that communicated in your marketing? Point of difference relates to everything from how you show up, your style, how you make people feel, right the whole way through to how you do things. So ask yourself right now, what is different between you and your nearest competitor? The fourth driver is personal brand. People don't buy from you because of what you've got. They buy from you because of who you are. A personal brand will drive a faceless brand through the roof. In fact, if you've got a brand or a business that isn't associated with your personal brand, building a personal brand is one of the best ways to create human connection and build relationships. Why? Because people buy from people. And in today's day and age where trust is at an all-time low because there's more competitors, more people marketing, more people using AI, you need to be able to stand out. And a personal brand where you bring in your lifestyle, your family, your stances, your beliefs, and everything else showcases to people that this is the human behind the business. This is the human behind the very thing that I'm investing in. This is the human that created this. Why did they do it? How do they tick? How do they operate? And that doesn't mean that you need to become an influencer. It just means that you showcase that you run a family, you have a day-to-day life like every single one of your customers, and that you can relate to them. And that leads me to growth drummer number 5. You need a mission greater than yourself. If your mission in business is to simply just get rich or buy a bigger house or buy a better car, the very minute that you achieve that, you will lose all of your energy. You need a mission that is bigger than you, a mission that serves you and a mission that serves humanity. What is that? Now, that's very hard to find. A mission is chosen, it isn't found. And you might find that you need to build the financial success and freedom first and foremost to be able to find your mission. Because guess what? If you're trying to force a mission, you're going to end up injecting somebody else's mission into your life and thinking that that's the thing you need to do, when the reality is a mission will come to you at the strangest and weirdest of times. A large part of my mission is to develop entrepreneurs so that they create the financial freedom and the time freedom to be able to go and live more fully and find themselves and really begin to ask themselves, what is my mission? So that they can then go out and serve humanity. Because if business is all just self-serving, then guess what? What happens whenever you serve yourself and you tick off all your goals? When you have goals for other people, and you're on a mission to help people achieve those goals, the game is infinite. So there's infinite amounts of growth, there's infinite amounts of challenge. And that is what an entrepreneur loves, is they love solving challenges. Whereas if I say, grow your business to 3 to 5 mil a year, go and buy the perfect house, the perfect car, go on holiday, and that's all you have, I can guarantee you, give it a couple of weeks, when you have the house and you have the car, all of a sudden it begins to numb. Anything external outside of you is never going to fulfill you. It's only things that are internal that are going to fulfill you. And that's where mission comes from. It's an internal focus. Number 7 is public speaking. Public speaking is one of the most important skills you need to master if you want to position yourself as an authority, a premium, and luxury price point. Why? Whenever you speak in front of people, it creates a perception that you know what you're talking about. Whenever I see you speaking in front of a crowd, I automatically assume that you know what you're talking about. Whether you like that or not, that is the truth. So having imagery of you public speaking is very important for brand perception, but it's also important for live relationship building. The best relationships and the best customers are going to come from you public speaking. The problem with content nowadays is that whenever you post a reel, post a story, it's there for 15 seconds and gone. Go and look at your reels or short form content and look at how long people consume that stuff for. You can't build a relationship in 13 seconds with someone. Get them in a room, get them at a workshop, get them at a trade expo and go and speak. I can guarantee you, if you start public speaking, you will be able to create more opportunities for your business. People will see you on stage and want you to come and speak for them. It all adds into credibility and trust. And in a trust recession where trust is at an all-time low with more competitors in AI, people want to work with experts. People want to invest in the best quality service that they can. So where can you public speak in the next 30 days? Who can you reach out to? Heck, if you don't know who to reach out to, put a post up on your socials going, hey, I'm opening up my diary for public talks on. If you're interested, screenshot this and send it to somebody who knows, or reach out to me directly. Number 8 is long form content. Layers on from what I said about public speaking. If all your content is on TikTok, if all of its stories, if all of its reels, you are missing out on a serious amount of opportunity. The video that I'm creating right now is going to be relevant in 10 years time. It's an asset. It's going to sit here. People are going to watch it. Once they get through it, they're going to realize, hopefully, they like what I'm talking about and they see that I know what I'm talking about. And then they go and look at what services does Phil offer? How can I work with Phil? How can I get practical implementation with Phil? How can I be around Phil? How can I go to one of his events? You don't get that with short form content. Short form content attracts attention. Long form content builds the conversion and drives the sale because people want help implementing the information. They don't need more information, they need help implementing. So the question that I have for you is, what long form content do you currently have on the internet that would be relevant now in the next 10 years? And if the answer is very little or none, you need to start thinking about what are the core pieces of content that I could create. And the number one is how I went from worst case to best case, and document your journey to showcase people that you know how to achieve the very thing that they want to achieve. And if it's not you, it's with a client. That is a real long-form piece of content that will pay you forever. Look at what everybody else is doing and do the opposite. It takes a great deal of courage, but that's how you stand out. Number 10 is build a team of A players. Behind every great business is a great team. And that leads me to growth driver number 11. Have specialists in your business, not generalists. You got to have smart people in the right seats, and you got to have specialists. And last but not least, create amazing experiences for your clients. Your customers have no other option but to rant and rave about why they work with you. Apply all 12 of those, and I can guarantee that you will be able to charge more, attract higher quality clients, and never have to worry about chasing another lead again. If you love content like this, make sure you click subscribe and also get onto my private newsletter, because every single week I share deep insights on how to get more clients, more sales, and stay out of the weeds as a business owner so that you can make the money that you always dreamed of when you first decided to start a business. And most importantly, create the space and energy to live life on your terms. See you in the next video.